Hi, this is the beginning of our new year, and I know that each and every one of you is beginning to experience the new vibrations and energies that are coming in. And those energy patterns that are coming in are a boost. And let me explain a little bit about how the process works. I know in the past I've talked about it, being the observer of self, which is a very important part of being able to take in this new energy and work with it, because we are observing ourselves in the new energy. So if you haven't already done that, start to recognize that the observer self of you is the one that will recognize the new energy coming in, because what is happening is it's a higher vibration which will boost your ability to perceive information and process it and move more deeply into your subconscious and bring out some of those patterns within you that are holding you back from moving forward in your life, in your spiritual growth, because everything that happens in this world is happening to support your spiritual evolution of consciousness. We've been talking about consciousness for a long time now. And the evolution of our consciousness is what's so very important, and getting out of old patterns that will stop us from growing and changing, because those old patterns are those things that are familiar with us, but they're not working for us. We know they're there, we have observed them, but now that we are in this new energy, we're all going to be taking advantage of the opportunity that's given to us, because the world is ready to move into a higher consciousness. It is beginning to be dissatisfied with what's going on in the world. They're beginning to ask questions. Why is this the way it is? Why are we having all these shootings? Why are we having all these problems in the government? Why are we having all these problems? Why is nothing being taken care of according to the way we look at it and the way we want it to go? Well, everything is karma. Everything that's happening in this universe is karmic. It's under the law of karmic, the law of evolutionary process. Everything is in the opposites. This is why we experience wonderful things, and of course we experience not so wonderful things. All in the same day, all in the same hour, doesn't matter. But you've all heard that from me for a very long time. So this is not new news to you. But I want to grab your consciousness up right now. I want to pull it into looking at your life in a new way. Not to go back to old patterns that were here last year, or old thinking processes, or judgment. You see, our judgment is off. That's really the truth. Because we look through the eyes of all the past lives we've ever lived, and all the judgments we've made in those past lives, that's ruling our life right now. And when it rules our life, it's an automatic knee-jerk, so to speak. We automatically go into the process of judging it according to what? Things that have happened in this lifetime. But those things that happened in this lifetime started maybe 3,000 years ago. And when I began to see myself through the many evolutionary processes that I've had and looked at and released, and all the things that I'm talking to you all about, because it is a process of growth and change. It is a process that brings us into higher and more information, more intelligence, more intuitive development of our nature. Our nature is intuitive. That's part of who we are. And it's one of those things that we very seldom focus on, because we've depended on our brain. And now this new energy is stirring stuff up, and is starting to help you to move faster and quicker. Something that may have taken you 2 or 3 weeks to figure out and work with is now going to take you an hour or maybe a day, which means that you're going to be able to process more information to move further in your evolutionary process this lifetime. Because whatever we're doing this lifetime, we are preparing for our next lifetime, unless we're mastering this lifetime. And if that's the case, we are on the road to probably never coming back to this planet, or we move into the higher educational process in the infinite. So as I sit here today, I look at you and I know that you are in a karmic peace that has come from the past. And you're working through whatever you need to work through to find out more about who you are. This whole process of evolution is to find out who you really are. It's taking down the veil of misconception and moving into the truth of your being. And now all those that are looking at this video have been in body for many, many times, in and out of body many, many, many times, and have learned a lot, have made mistakes, and have grown through the experiences of those mistakes. So now that this new year is here, and we're beginning to just open the door a little bit of this new year, and the energy is coming in slowly but surely, and we are able to bring ourselves into the possibility of opening up a new avenue of spiritual growth, spiritual recognition, spiritual revelations. Go into infinite intelligence. So I'll be working a lot this year on bringing new concepts to you, bringing new ideas to you so that you can benefit from this new energy. It's like what's happening in the internet now. Things are being processed so much faster. The news all over the world is here, boom, boom. See, this is what's happening to us as evolutionary beings in a human form. We're able to process information much more clearly. When I was born, we didn't know anything about televisions. We had the radio. We used to sit around the radio and listen to the radio and use our imagination. But now, just think of what your children are getting and what your children will be getting. Everything is moving very quickly. And that's vibration and energy and understanding. More intelligent beings are coming in to work with the third dimensional world to bring the computers up to a greater capacity. Well, we're here to grow in greater capacity too. Because in essence, we are like the computer. We process information. We bring it to our conscious mind and observe it and work with it. We have access to everything that we need at any time we need it if we will observe what's being shown to us, because that is the road to new awareness. We are intelligent beings. We have the capacity to understand our whole self, to work in the best interest of our soul. The best interest of your soul is to expand your consciousness so you can understand your whole soul, not just the 1/10 soul part of you that you are experiencing right now. You want to open that consciousness up to grab hold of this new vibration and move quickly and swiftly with it. It's here for you now. It's here. It's been coming and coming all last year. And now it is here. And now it is our opportunity to grab hold of that vibration and energy and use it to grow spiritually, to understand ourselves better, to be in a better place in our conscious awareness. Because we are souls in evolution. And we have, for eons of time, have evolved through the gas stage, the gases and all the different stages of our beingness. We have evolved through all of that, and now we are in human form. But this is just another form. This is just another form. It is what we can walk around in. It's our vehicle, if you will. But this vehicle, like every other vehicle, eventually we leave this vehicle and we get a new vehicle. And I'm talking about a body. And then we come down again to experience the third dimensional world again, to get more understanding of what it's all about. So I want to leave you with these thoughts. Work on your meditations. Give yourself some time to connect with that vibration. Even if your mind rushes and dances all over the place in your head, know that because you're sitting there, because you're trying your best to still your mind and allow more of those vibrations and energy to come in, you are doing something that's going to benefit you. The observer self is your best friend. Your best friend. Because that's your higher self observing your lower self. It's your evolutionary soul that is coming forth and observing. It's all kind of bunched together. That's the best I can describe it. It's just bunched together, and it's here for you to observe the higher aspect of yourself. Your soul is pushing you to free you from this third dimensional process of evolution. Just like when you were the squirrel and you ran around and collected nuts. And then you moved into a higher form, and then a higher form, and another higher form. And then you became more intelligent, and then you became more conscious, and more conscious, and more conscious, and then boom, you're a human. You had a human body, and the process begins again. And then, boom, you will finally leave these many incarnations that you've had as a human being, playing on this cosmic playground, and you wake up to the next evolution of your whole beingness. So I congratulate you that you have the desire to move forward. So this week, continue doing your observing, knowing that there's a rapid speed here, and your computer self, so to speak, can grab those higher energies and bring and Google, if you will, new information. So look forward to our time together this year. This is an important time for all of us, and that very important time for the evolution of the soul. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you. Well, I guess I won't see you, but I sure will be talking to you next week. Bye-bye.